just 6 seconds into the season, they get their first points.
Back to Mamie Trout, finds Hupfer in the post as Ada Hupfer can't get it to fall, gets her own rebound, puts up another shot, and it's good for Ada.
Bullseye!
This is Pendleton Heights basketball on the Arabian Sports Network on 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to the Arabian Sports Network pregame show, 91.7 WEEM. I'm Dawson Perrell. Joining me here once again is the head coach for the Lady Arabians, Coach Rogers. First off, Coach, thanks for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
All right, but tonight you're going to be back here at home against the Connersville Spartans, Lady Spartans. This will be tip-off at 7:30. But for Connersville, not having the strongest season, you guys have really controlled them over these last couple of years when it comes to your record against them. But, you're coming off of 2 big wins against LaPel. Of course, got the revenge against the Bulldogs, and then before that, beat Rushville. So at this point, coming off back-to-back wins, some players might get a bit confident, and then that's when that trap game can come out of nowhere, especially down here later stretch. So how are you going to try to avoid that at all costs?
Well, one of the big things we've talked about is, Connersville's got a new coach. So they're playing a lot harder. They're kind of buying into, what the new coach is selling. So we just got to stay focused on us. We got to have another good defensive effort, making sure we're in our spots defensively. And, with it being senior night, we'll probably see some girls like Chloe Jones, in some spots where she normally isn't. But that's exciting as well. So we just got to come out and just handle business, like we're supposed to, and we should be just fine.
Yeah, now you mentioned senior night here this evening. Of course, 2 seniors on the team, and you've been a part of several senior nights, whether that be as a player or a coach. So what do you really been, and what do you see here at Pendleton Heights, a part of this women's basketball team that you don't really see else that's really special on senior night?
Well, I mean, it's always special. I've been around for almost all 4 years. I was an assistant for 1, and then 2 for as a head coach with Skylar and Chloe, and Gabby James is graduating early as well. So, I mean, it's a special time. Those girls mean a lot to our program, and they deserve everything that we kind of put on for them. So, it's a special time, and it's a time to reflect on everything they've done. For our program, but then also, the things that we still have left to do. So we're trying to stay focused on those.
Yeah, now you mentioned there the name Skylar Baldwin. You also mentioned defense a little bit earlier. Those 2 things kind of go hand in hand. Skylar Baldwin, of course, that hard-nosed, very hustle, oriented player on your team. So really, specifically Skylar Baldwin and, of course, Chloe Jones and the others. How have you really seen them grow specifically and individually throughout their 4 years?
Skylar is somebody that, when I first came here, she'd shoot it and like you didn't know where it was going to go. She, I don't know that she ever would have told you or, said that she would be a threat to, hit a 3 in a game or something like that. She's now turned herself into, somebody who's hit multiple 3s in a game before. So, she embodies, what we're trying to build here as a program. She works hard every day. She makes sacrifices for her team. I just, I can't speak highly enough about her. And then Chloe Jones, somebody, once again, we call her, she's a diehard program girl. She always shows up. She's always there. She always works hard. She never complains. And, she knows when she puts that jersey on, there's probably, there's not going to be a lot of minutes that she comes into a game. And there's just so much more that she brings to the program, just, helping, guiding girls. Like, I know she's kind of taken Ada Hupfer under her wing and, kind of mentored her a little bit. But, Chloe is somebody special just because of, what she does, and she kind of embodies, once again, what we're trying to do. And then somebody like Gabby, Gabby came as a sophomore, was here when I was an assistant with Coach Cook. I I can't remember if she played as a freshman, but then last year as a junior, had some things going on in her life, went virtual, came back this year as a junior, and wanted to play. Knew that she'd probably be playing a lot of JV minutes, but she has a lot of credits through that virtual stuff, so she's going to be graduating early. So yes, we're going to surprise her, and she's going to dress tonight, and we'll see if we can't find her a spot to get in there, and hopefully maybe get her a bucket or two. But once again, somebody who came to everything this fall, put in time after we were done with workouts, shooting for about an hour and a half afterwards. She's just done a really good job of kind of embodying what we're trying to do here. So we've rewarded her. So we're excited to celebrate all of them tonight. They've all done, different things, but all good things for our program, and we're ready to celebrate those.
All right. With that being said, that'll do it for our pregame interview here. Once again, Coach, thanks for joining me. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, but we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, Michael and Aiden will break down the starting lineups for this evening's game here on the Arabian Sports Network pregame show, 91.7 WEEM.
Hey, are you okay?
No,
What's wrong?
I can't listen to 91.7 WEEM because I'm not in my car.
Well, don't you fear. Our app is here.
Tired of not being able to listen to Pendleton's best radio station, 91.7 WEEM, anywhere and everywhere? Try out our app. With the 91.7 WEEM app, you get the best hits. Our station now goes where our listeners go. Find 91.7 WEEM in app stores today. Available for Apple and Android.
Thank you so much for telling me about the 91.7 WEEM app, found in Apple and Android app stores.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
Lady Spartans. It's going to be sophomore Serenity Pendleton, sophomore Anaya Bennett, sophomore Addison Jones, senior Haley Sembach, and junior JC Wilhelm. So some youth there for Connersville, and their three leading scorers just ironically happen to be sophomores. And Aiden, we kind of touched on that in the pregame, but could you really just break down how that really is for them to have that youth?
Yeah.
for Connersville, having the youth with Serenity Pendleton, Anaya Bennett, and Addison Jones. Michael, as you just mentioned, all three of them are sophomores. So for Addison Jones, we do have 14.5 points per contest. Being a sophomore, I would assume she is in her second year of varsity, just because when you start young like that, especially in your sophomore year on varsity, you usually do play your freshman year as well. So for all three of these guards, we have Addison Jones as a guard, we have Anaya Bennett as a guard, and we have Serenity Pennington as a guard. So they do play three guards, all of them being young. So, Michael, you would kind of expect their backcourt to be a little bit flimsy, with the youth. They're maybe not used to this varsity level defense, but obviously they are top three scorers, all having over 10 points, as well as being young. So for Connersville, they definitely have a future to look forward to.
Yeah, and another thing to mention for Pendleton Heights, two seniors starting here, Skylar Baldwin and Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones actually getting her first start of her career. And then to pair along with her, it's Ada Hupfer, Michaela Morrison, and obviously the leading scorer of the Lady Arabians, Casey Warfel, averaging 25 points per game. And we mentioned that a lot, her scoring average. It was up to almost 30 points at one point. And, this just shows how good of a scorer she really is. She's had two 40-point games this season, along with three 30-point performances. And then, as well as Olivia Jones, who's not going to be starting tonight, as Chloe Jones will get the start over her with senior night. But Olivia Jones has had a couple really good nights. Has a 24-point performance against Delta. Can't get the word out, and then a 29-point performance in that first round of the Madison County tournament. But it will be Ada Hupfer and Anaya Bennett in the jump circle for both teams, as the Connersville Lady Spartans will start out with the ball. Now Bennett, her pass was tipped out of bounds by Casey Warfel, trying to get it to Jones there.
Yeah, Michael, as I mentioned in the pregame, this Connersville team does struggle against pressure. So coming into this game from the start, obviously I would expect some Arabian defenders to put that pressure on the ball handlers.
Yeah, as Pennington, her pass to Bennett, nearly stolen once again by Casey Warfel, but it goes out of bounds. So we'll stay with Connersville. A couple close calls there, all near steals by Casey Warfel. But Bennett will pass it in once again. I believe she will be going to Addison Jones off the inbound, as she lobs it in to Jones. She's defended by Chloe Jones, the senior, getting her first start here tonight. She feeds it to Sembach. Sembach working on Morrison, trying to get it to Bennett. Gets it to her in the corner. She drives, kicks it back out to Wilhelm. Wilhelm now with it, working on Ada. She finds Sembach in a post. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebound goes back to Sembach as the ball's tipped loose, as the ball's loose on the ground still, and Michaela Morrison comes away with it. Now up ahead, Casey Warfel. Her layup will fall. Casey Warfel starts the night off for two.
Yeah, and just back on that last offensive possession for Connersville, we saw Haley Sembach get a couple offensive rebounds there. And Michael, as I didn't mention in the pregame, Haley Sembach does lead in rebounds for the Connersville Lady Spartans, and I would expect her to go up against Ada Hupfer in the paint tonight.
Yeah, she puts up a third shot and gets that one to fall. She's now got two. As Skylar Baldwin to bring the ball up for Pendleton Heights now. 6:47 and counting, 2-2 with the first quarter, as Casey Warfel's going to take a three and cashes it. She's up to 5 now with that make. 2 for 2 from the field.
Yeah, Casey Warfel being the leading scorer, you would expect her to start off tonight for the Arabians, and that is what she's doing.
As Addison Jones tries to hand it off to Bennett, but tipped away by Casey Warfel. Bennett recovers it, though. Trying to hand it to Pennington, but stolen by the senior Baldwin. Pump fake, layup, won't fall. Morrison fighting for the rebound, but I believe that is Wilhelm, but Wilhelm will come away with it for Connersville.
Skylar Baldwin, on that last drive, she did get that pump fake, which made the defender jump, but just a little bit too strong on the layup off the backboard, hitting the front rim and rolling out.
Yeah, as Wilhelm can't secure the pass good enough, but recovers the loose ball, as Sembach with it now. Still defended by Morrison. Gives it to Jones. She's defended by Chloe Jones. Takes a three, and she gets it to go. Addison Jones, she's now got 3 with that shot.
Yeah, and there we go, Addison Jones. She is shooting 28% from the three-point line in this season. Not too good of a number, but not too bad. And obviously, with that one sinking, that percentage will go up.
As Casey Warfel with it on the far wing. Bennett being a pest there defensively. Goes to Chloe Jones, top of the key. Finds Baldwin on the near wing. Feeds it into Ada Hupfer. Fade away. Hupfer, no good. Sembach and Morrison fight for the rebound as it's tipped loose, but Addison Jones will come away with it for Connersville. As Chloe Jones defending her now on the other end. Now Serenity Pennington, hounded by Baldwin. As she'll drive as Baldwin blocked the shot, but a foul was called. That'll be her first, team's first. Pennington will go to line for 2.
Yeah, Michael, another thing to mention for this Connersville team, I was watching up on them just a couple days before the game, and from what I've seen, Connersville does struggle in the paint. So, if I were the Lady Arabians, I would definitely stuff that paint, maybe give a little bit of space to these shooters on the outside of the perimeter, but now at the free throw line.
As Pennington gets that one to fall, she's now got 1. Gives Connersville the lead 6-5 as Olivia Jones will check in for Chloe Jones, getting her first appearance on this one. Serenity Pennington, I might add, is 53% from the free throw stripe on the season. And with only 3 games left for both of these teams, she's looking to get that up. As the second one falls for her. She's now got 2. 2-point lead now for Connersville with 5:04 left here in the first. Skylar Baldwin across the timeline. Goes to Olivia Jones on the near wing. Back to Baldwin on the near wing now. As finds Warfel far wing. Olivia Jones far corner. Pump fakes. Steps aside. 3. No good. Hupfer fighting for the rebound. Baldwin comes away with it. Now, as it's Casey Warfel, near wing 3. Won't fall. And rebounds loose on the ground. Warfel comes away with it. Hop step. Loses it. Finds Baldwin. 3. Can't get that one to fall. And it's Bennett coming away with the rebound. She's up the court quick. Stops. Pops. Mid-range jumper. That won't fall. The 6'3 freshman Hupfer will come away with the rebound.
Yeah, Michael, even though that last one did not fall for Anaya Bennett, that usually is her shot right in the middle of that mid-range area. So if I were the Lady Arabians, I would definitely look out for that shot tonight and try to contest it as well as we could.
Yeah, Skylar Baldwin will take a break, and Emma Roberts checks in for her. So a couple quick substitutions there for Coach Rogers. 4:17 left here in the first. 5-7. Connersville still leads Pendleton Heights. As Jones with it goes to Wilhelm on the wing. Back to Jones. Gets a screen from Sembach. Trying to work on Morfel. Hands it to Pennington as Morrison switches onto her. Now Bennett with it. She's defended by Jones. She's giving it to Jones. As Pennington 3. Up, no good. Rebound Hupfer. Goes to Roberts quickly. Trying to get her feet set there, but just can't, and it will be a turnover on another traveling violation for Pendleton Heights. And another substitution here. This one, McKenna Lucas in for J.C. Wilhelm for Connersville.
Yeah, another senior here for Connersville. Michael, as you were saying, she did get introduced before the game, but see what she can do here.
Zanaya Bennett with it, working on Olivia Jones. Goes to Pennington on the low near wing, drives, layup, falls. Serenity Pennington. She's up to 4. 5-9 now the lead for Connersville. Roberts with it on the near wing. Crosses it over, trying to get it to Warfel, but it's stolen by Bennett. Up ahead in the fast break, one-on-one with Warfel as Pennington's 3 blocked from behind by Hupfer. 3:16 left here in the first. Pendleton Heights trails 5-9. Bennett goes in. It goes to Jones. Her corner 3. It's good. Addison Jones up to 6 now.
Yeah, for the Lady Arabians, now as we're kind of into this first quarter, we do see Connersville, they're playing a little bit fast. And I think the Arabians, they can definitely play at that pace, but if they're going to do it, they need to do it now.
As Morrison loses the ball, Bennett comes away with it. As Jones, she's got a 2-on-2, finds traveling violation on Pennington off the pass from Jones. Amy Trout checks in for Casey Warfel. And Coach Rogers calls a timeout. Full timeout by Coach Rogers. Pendleton Heights trails 12-5 going into our break. 2:49 left here in the first. here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
Sports Network is underwritten by Detour Salon and Style. Detour Salon and Style provides women, men, and children haircuts, special occasions, spa days, gift certificates, float tank therapy, massage therapy, permanent makeup, lash extensions, signature facials, IPL laser therapy, red carpet facials, and treatments such as teeth bleaching, hair removal, and more. On Facebook and Twitter or at DetourSalon.com. Detour Salon and Style.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as the Lady Arabians will get the ball coming out of the timeout break. Roberts to near wing for Jones, feeds it into Hupfer, kicks it out Roberts as pass can't connect and will go out of bounds. Will be Connersville basketball. And just some sloppy play here early from the Lady Arabians.
Yeah, Michael, I think, as Connersville's offense is definitely developing here, they're definitely getting a feel for our defense that we're scheming up right now. I think what we need to do to slow Connersville down a little bit, I think we need to press, maybe either half court or full court, but we need to do something to slow the ball down.
As Bennett fouled before the shot. Well, they say it goes on Olivia Jones. Her first, team second here. 2:21 left here in the first. 12-5, Connersville leads. As Bree Perry checks in for Michaela Morrison. So one starter left here on the floor for Pendleton Heights. Pennington goes to Jones. Her three won't fall. Rebound Emma Roberts. Trying to run quick now. Finds Olivia Jones. Stops. Gets Pennington to spin around. Kicks it back out to Ada. As she'll drive, crosses over. Scoop layup. It's good. Ada Hupfer. She's now got two. Cuts this lead to 5.
Yeah, good move there by Ada Hupfer and good patience as well. She tricked her defender with the ball fake. Saw that, she slid over a little bit defensively and drove into the paint, found her spot in off the backboard for easy 2 points.
As Pennington dumps it off to Simbach. Now out Bennett. 3 in the face of Olivia Jones. Too strong. Won't fall. Rebound, Mamie Trout. As Olivia Jones has it near wing, finds Hupfer back to Jones. Her layup, it's good. Olivia Jones now with 2. Some good offense here from Pendleton Heights in these past couple possessions.
Yeah, those were a good couple of passes there. Olivia Jones fitted inside to Ada Hupfer. Ada Hupfer kicked it back out to the cutting Olivia Jones, got past her defender, went through the back of the defense there for the scoop layup. And another easy 2 points now for your Lady Arabians.
As Bennett with it. Finds Simbach, top of the key. Back to Bennett on the near wing. Feeds it in to Lucas. Now back out to Jones. Over to Bennett. A minute now here in the first. 12-9. Connersville leads. Bennett standing up near the half-court ring.
Looks like they'll try to just cut the clock down a little bit.
Yeah,
Expecting them to save it for the last shot here, Michael.
As Bennett with it on the wing. Feeds it in to Lucas. Back out Bennett. Drives. Shot over Hupfer. I believe that was tipped. Simbach, the rebound. Layup won't fall, but a foul.
Yeah, so they didn't end up saving it for the last shot, but they're the rebound by Simbach, either off the tip or maybe even just it was an air ball there by Nia Bennett. She got the rebound, gave herself an easy opportunity now to score at the free throw line.
Yeah, as Emma Roberts there with the foul. Simbach misses that one. Only a 56% free throw shooter.
Yeah.
Casey Warfel re-enters the game for Emma Roberts. And for Connersville, Wilhelm comes back in, and Lucas will take a seat. Simbach missed the first free throw, though. And her second one will fall. She's up to 3 as she will be subbed out for Taylor Watkins, another senior for Connersville. As Olivia Jones to bring up the ball here for Pendleton Heights. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pendleton Heights trails by 4, 13-9. Jones finds Warfel, now to Mamie Trout. Low wing on the far side. Kicks it to Warfel. Casey Warfel, mid-range jumper, won't fall. Rebound, Ada Hupfer, as that was kind of easy for her. Yeah. No contest on the rebound or the layup. Cuts the lead now to 2. 10 seconds now here in the first. As Mamie Trout pokes the ball loose. Nearly gets the steal there. Addison Jones has to put up a shot. Won't fall. Rebound, Casey Warfel. Shots up after the buzzer. Will not count, even if it went in, but she missed. Pendleton Heights trails 11-13 to Connersville going into the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, our second quarter on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as the Lady Ravens will get the ball going into the second quarter. As Baldwin goes to Jones on the far wing. Back to Baldwin at the top of the key. Tries to feed it into Perry, tipped, but goes to Hupfer as Ada Hupfer puts it in. Ties the game up at 13 with that shot.
Yeah, and here we go, Michael. On the defensive end, we do see the Lady Arabians.
And Baldwin with the steal. Jones fouled on the pickup, though. That one will go on Addison Jones.
Yeah, but Michael, as I was just saying earlier, I think defensively the Arabians did need a press in after that timeout, or excuse me, after the quarter break. We definitely adjusted and we definitely started that press.
As Olivia Jones to pass the ball in, I believe it'll go to Skylar Baldwin. It will. She'll now cross the timeline. Goes to Jones on the far wing. Back to Baldwin. Now to Warfel on the near wing. Finds Jones. Opposite corner. 3. Airballs it. Rebound by Watkins. As now Addison Jones to bring the ball up. Finds Bennett on the far wing. Now into Wilhelm. Now to the corner for Watkins. Feeds it to the near wing for Jones. Now to Pennington. And a traveling and a turnover. Pendleton Heights ball. As Simbach will re-enter the game for Watkins.
Yeah, Michael, on that last play for Connersville, good ball movement there. I think something that we also could do defensively is maybe get in the lanes a little bit more.
As Olivia Jones finds Casey Warfel in the near corner. Hop step, layup. It's good. Casey Warfel, 7 points now. Leading all scorers with that shot. As Bennett's pass stolen by Casey Warfel. Is no effort there on the layup. Just an easy left-handed layup for 9 points. As Coach Shanna Williams will take a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. 17-13. Pendleton Heights leads by 4 over Connersville on the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM delivers the best variety of songs, news, and is student-run. We produce imaging pieces, live broadcasts, content, podcasts, and more. Our students work hard every day to improve our station. You can support our station by following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to also tune into the radio, 91.7 WEEN,
on air, online, and on demand. Friday. More information at 765-778-0001. Again, that's 765-778-0001. Anita's Diner.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court. As while we were in the break, Connersville was turn it over off a pass from Pennington, just a little too high for Anaya Bennett. As Baldwin finds Huffer in the high post, triple team, finds Warfel on the near wing, gets a screen, loses it to Baldwin. Now Jones with it, finds Warfel, steps into the three-point line, mid-range jumper, won't fall, rebound Sembach.
Yeah, we see more defensive pressure there by the Connersville Lady Spartans. Pendleton with the 4-point lead, you would expect, maybe a little bit of defensive adjustments, but...
There's Casey Warfel with the steal, and wide open layup for her, up to 11 now here in this first half.
Yeah, Casey Warfel doing what she does, especially on the defensive end. Pressuring that ball handler, getting in them passing lanes for the easy drives.
And a steal by Baldwin, but fouled. I believe that one will go on Pennington. Sorry to interrupt you, Aiden.
No, you're good. Just Casey Warfel driving to the paint for some more layups.
It seems to be her signature move, seeing as she gets so many.
It does. It's just what I was saying.
As Coach Rogers will take a 30-second timeout. As we'll take it with him. 19-13 now the score here in the second quarter. 5:43 left here in the second. Here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
SodaBar.com. Twisters Soda Bar.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court as just back into the action. Ada Huffer with the layup, up to 8 points now on the evening. Pendleton Heights staying in that full court press. Pennington with it. Fouled by Olivia Jones.
Yep. Oh.
That'll be her second. Team's first.
Seems to be a foul on Connersville, Michael. It looks like the Lady Arabians get the ball now. Not really too sure what happened there, but...
10-second violation.
Oh, okay.
As Perry will come out and Morrison will come back in. Baldwin goes to Jones on the far wing. Finds Casey Warfel, high post. Steps into her shot. Won't fall. Gets her own rebound, though, on the way up. They call a jump ball. Will be Connersville ball. As Addison Jones gets the inbound from Wilhelm. Wilhelm back to Jones. Pendleton Heights sitting in this full court press. Wilhelm's pass to Bennett, tipped by Baldwin, will go out of bounds and will stay with Connersville. Just some great front court pressure here by the Lady Arabians as Bennett goes to Pennington off the inbound. Back to Bennett. Back to Pennington. Takes a three and won't fall. Rebound Skylar Baldwin. Fouled. And I believe that one goes on Pennington. Her second, team's third.
Yeah, Michael, but defensively for the Lady Arabians, as I was saying, I've said it multiple times through this game, but just to highlight it again, the Connersville Lady Spartans, they get their points majorly in the paint. And as we see defensively for the Lady Arabians, they are running a 3-2 press, kind of blocking any offensive players from driving in the paint in the first place. So,
as Ada Hupfer gets that basket to fall, as Watkins came in for Pennington before that play started. Pendleton Heights sitting in his full court press. Sembach with it now. Steps into the pass to Pennington. Now to Watkins. Bennett to Watkins. Back to Bennett. She's got it. Now to Watkins on the near wing. Back to Bennett. Feeds it into Sembach. Working on Hupfer. Spin move. Layup. Won't fall. Rebound. Hupfer.
Yeah, for Ada Hupfer, Michael, offensively, she's definitely in her groove today. She's doing some good moves in the paint as well.
As Olivia Jones' mid-range jumper falls. She's got 4. As Bennett goes to Watkins in the front court. Breaks the full court press. As she was fouled. Foul goes on Ada Hupfer. That'll be her first. Team's first.
Yeah, it looked like the Lady Arabian defenders were just getting too comfortable in that press there. A little bit hands-on on the offensive player rather than, the ball. But
Emma Roberts came in for Skylar Baldwin. Addison Jones gets the inbound. Goes to Watkins. Now to Wilhelm. Goes for 3. Won't fall. Rebound Sembach. Now Bennett with it on the wing. Defended by Warfel. Crosses over. Makes a good move. Mid-range jumper. Airballs it. Rebound, Emma Roberts, as Casey Warfel, hop step, layup, won't fall. Hupfer steals the rebound out of Bennett's hands, puts it back up for 2. As Sembach with it. Hupfer and Warfel as a quick fouls called. I believe that's kind of late, though.
Yeah, a little bit maybe.
But the rest saw some contact there.
Seems to be a blocking foul.
Foul goes on Hupfer. Yeah. Her second. Perry checks in for Ada, giving her a break. The freshman's had a really good game so far. 12 points in this first half. Highest scoring half for her this season.
Yeah.
As Addison Jones gets the inbound from Bennett. Back to Bennett on the wing. Far side from us. Now works her way up to the top of the key. As Casey Warfel pokes the ball loose on the fast break. Her layup falls. She's up to 13.
Yeah, it looked like Anaya Bennett was trying to call for a play there. Got caught sleeping by Casey Warfel. Just another steal there for her tonight. Drives in for the easy layup. Through the contact as well there, Michael.
Sembach in the post. Her shot won't fall, but fouled on the way up. I believe that one will go on Emma Roberts. So I believe that'll be her. That'll be her second. Team's third, I believe. Maybe second.
Yeah. On the scoreboard it says too, but
so I believe it's second. Sembach, 1 for 2 so far this evening from the line. Makes that one. Up to 4. As McKenna Lucas makes her return for Anaya Bennett. As leading the way for the Lady Spartans, it's Addison Jones with 6. For Pendleton Heights, it's Casey Warfel with 13 and Ada Hupfer with 12. As Sembach gets that one to fall, up to 5 now for her. As Roberts up the court quickly, crosses timeline, goes to Trout on the far wing. Now into Perry, high post. Back to Trout. 3. Mamie Trout, it's good. She's now up to 3 this evening.
Yeah, good find there on the offensive end. Just kind of scanning the ball around the perimeter, found a shot, as well as 3 points, too.
As Wilhelm's shot won't fall. Rebound, Mamie Trout. As Roberts with it on the far wing. Loses her dribble. Good defense there from Addison Jones as Mamie Trout now has it. Trying to get it back to Roberts. Goes to Perry instead. She loses the ball. Casey Warfel comes away with it. Trying to work through 3 defenders. Fading away. Shot won't fall. And they call a foul. Goes on Morrison. Her first. Team's third.
Yeah, it seems like Michaela Morrison maybe just had an elbow in there, pushing for that rebound, but
enough of a separation for the referee to call it. As Addison Jones crosses the timeline. A minute 27 left here in the second. 32-15. And another foul called. I believe goes on Morrison once again. Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Her second, team's fourth. As Olivia Jones, she'll come in for Michaela Morrison. Looks like she may have taken a hit to the face there, as they did collide. So she'll take a seat.
Yeah, seems like that pressure from the press is kind of just not wearing the Arabian defenders down, but almost making them, too aware of where the ball is, really. Kind of some.
They're saying that's the team's fifth foul.
Yeah.
So they'll shoot free throws. Taylor Watkins to shoot the free throws. 63% from the free throw line this season for Watkins. So she's a very solid free throw shooter for Connersville.
Yeah. Definitely one of the higher percentages you would see normally.
She makes that one up to 1 point this evening. Cuts the lead now to 16 for Pendleton Heights. They lead 32-16 now. If they make the second one, it'll be 32-17. She misses that one. Perry comes away with the rebound. Jump ball will be Pendleton Heights ball. With a minute 22 left here in the half. Pendleton Heights will have possession.
Yeah, the two players kind of just tied up for the ball. After that miss there at the free throw line, going for the rebound, but jump ball on Connersville side will make it now the Lady Arabians ball.
Olivia Jones, cross-court pass to Mamie Trout. Crosses it back over to Roberts. Now corner three, Casey Warfel misses. Rebound goes to Warfel. Tried to pass it over Simbach, but stolen by Simbach. As Watkins thought about driving, but kicks it back up Simbach. Back to Watkins. Three. They say a foul on Mamie Trout. So Watkins will go to the line for three.
Yeah, Michael, Mamie Trout kind of just caught Watkins in the middle of her shot there. She held her hands when she got fouled. She was halfway up, so now she will go to the free throw line for three, Michael, as you said. See if she can hit some here. She did miss one of her last two last time, so.
She misses that one, so 1 for 3 so far on the evening from the free throw line for Watkins, sitting at 1 point. She kind of has a slower jumper, so it's kind of hard to time when to block it.
Yeah.
The second one's up and in. She's up to 2 points now. As for Watkins, that 3-point shot, she's only a 19% 3-point shooter. As she's now 2 for 5 with that miss from the free throw line. It's Olivia Jones up ahead to Mamie Trout. 3-pointer won't fall. Watkins comes away with the rebound. 37 and counting left here in the half. 32-17, Pendleton Heights leads. Wilhelm with it. Drives, mid-range jumper, won't fall. Rebound, Olivia Jones. As finds Roberts. Up ahead to Mamie Trout. A little too high. Goes off of the hands of Trout. Will be Lady Spartan ball.
Yeah, just too strong of a pass there by Emma Roberts. We saw the cutting Mamie Trout. Emma Roberts just unfortunately didn't find her in the right time to get the ball to her. Turnover out of bounds. Now the Connersville Lady Spartans will bring the ball up the court offensively.
As it looks like the Lady Spartans trying to get drain this clock out as Casey Warfel will steal. As spin move, layup. It's good. Up to 15 here in the first half. As that'll do it for this first half. As Pendleton Heights 34 and Connersville 17. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, Zion got to sit down with our senior girls basketball players for our halftime interview here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you to the halftime segment on the ASN Coaches Show, 91.7 WEEM. I'm Zion Palmieri, and here we have some senior girls basketball players. I'm here with
Skylar Baldwin,
Gabrielle James,
and Chloe Jones.
Okay, so this is kind of a special for senior night, so we only have seniors on here today. So how long have you been? You've been playing basketball for all 4 years?
Yes.
What about you?
Yes, except this will be only my third. So.
Yeah, I have as well.
Okay, so what is your specific, whether it's, what's your favorite memory, whether it's in a game or in a practice or whatever that is?
My favorite memory, probably bus rides during Christmas time. We used to sing Christmas carols. So fun. So fun.
I would say anytime we get together as a team, whether it's just to eat dinner or just talk, I feel like bonding together has always been a really great memory.
Yeah, I'd say bus rides as well. We have the most weird experience.
Playing heads up.
Yeah, playing heads up, yeah.
And the snacks, of course.
Oh, yeah, the best.
Okay, so is there any specific, season or year that was, not to put any other seasons or people down, but, this year was the best and great for you, and why?
I think last year was probably my best season because this year I started out with an injury, which wasn't ideal. But last year I kind of started strong and really pushed myself to become a better player, and I think that was really good for me.
I would say this year is probably my best year. I don't know if it's just the feeling that this is my last year. I get to get it done. Everything's fun. I don't have to worry about too much. But yeah, and this was my first time meeting some of the new coaches, and the freshmen this year, I got a really good connection with them, so I'm excited to see everybody keep moving up. So.
I'd agree with Gabby. I'd say this year's probably my favorite, probably just because I've been able to connect more with the girls than I have in past years. I really enjoy the friendships that you have and that you make through basketball.
So one of the things I always ask, usually at the start of the season or something, is there a specific game or something you have circled on your calendar that you're excited for? So now that I think there's maybe 5 games left and you're a senior, what was your favorite game to play previous? Whether that's a specific team or whatever that is.
I think my favorite was probably Yorktown. I think we played really well against Yorktown, and that was really fun to play.
The one because I feel like everybody at Pendleton and Mount Vernon, we have that big rivalry. But once we played them and we got 2 dubs, I was like, wow, came back and we already had 2 down. So, yeah, I'd say that one would be my favorite so far.
I'd say that as well. Probably Mount Vernon. Definitely LaPel because they're both of our 2 big.
Here we come again tonight. Here we come again tonight.
But they're big.
You'll probably cut that out.
You're good. All right. So since you were an underclassman and just became an upperclassman, what's changed in the actual game of basketball? Anything to you that you've seen?
What do you mean by that? I'm sorry.
It's have you noticed the competition got way harder at some point or something changed like that?
I think, honestly, I feel like the competition is now younger. There aren't as many teams that have seniors on them, which kind of sounds confusing, but I think as we go into teams now, it's their best player is underclassmen, which is really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree. I mean, also, we had a really great amount of seniors that graduated over the last 2 years, so it's given other teammates the ability to show themselves too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if her name's Lanaya at LaPel, and the fact that she's only a sophomore and is already that good, I'm
Yeah.
I'm scared to see her senior year.
For sure.
Yeah, I'd say the competition is kind of, like, not necessarily gotten worse, but I'd say, like, we've definitely lost a lot of people that, like, in the past with Whitney and Berkeley and, like, losing them, like, we definitely lost a lot of good players on the team, and we've had to, like, there's other players that had to step up and kind of.
You can definitely see that.
I want to go back to all the way to Abby and Haley B.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
What a duo.
Once we left them, I was kind of already going sad. you know?
Okay, so in your whole basketball career, who was your biggest mentor?
I'd probably say Morgan Martin. She graduated when I was a sophomore. She was a point guard, and she just kind of helped me keep the confidence that I have now and stay competitive through every game, through ups and downs. And I'd say she was probably one of my biggest mentors, especially since I'm also a point guard. And Coach Rogers, of course, he's a big part of my basketball success, and I'd have to say thank you to him.
I would say mine is Amanda Gaskin. Throughout my entire basketball career since freshman year, she was my main coach. Of course, the other head coaches were my coaches too, but she was definitely the coach I spent most of my main one-on-one time with her, and even off the court, she was always someone I could call and depend on. And yeah, real life stuff, basketball stuff, it was all stuff she would help me with, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There were tears on and off the court, and she was always there to help wipe them away. So, yeah, I'll forever be thankful for her during basketball. So,
I'd have to say, honestly, I'd say there's two. I'd say Ava Kate and Shemaya Herndon. Both graduated last year. I looked up to both of them because no matter the amount of minutes they got in, they played with heart, and they had a lot of dedication to basketball, and it was just really inspiring. And they took me under their wing, and it just really meant a lot.
I agree. They were great people. It was sad to lose them.
Yeah, very much so.
So moving forward in, Arabian basketball, what is the brightest light? What should people be most excited for? Whether that's a player or just Coach Rogers, still being the coach, or, you know what I mean? What's the best thing?
I think the people should be excited for the program. We spend a lot of times with the LABC, and the time that Coach Rogers puts into all these girls is remarkable, and I really am excited to see the future of Lady Arabians basketball.
I agree. I think that we've also taken a lot of steps to improve not only, basketball, but for women's basketball especially. And Coach Rogers and his wife both do an amazing job to make young girls, feel loved on and off the court. So it's a very good support system that you get too in high school, because high school can be a very difficult place. But every day, except for Sunday, seeing the girls and just getting to be around them for those 2 hours, it does change my day. So.
I'd also have to say that the staff here works so hard, tremendously, especially Rogers and his family. I know Leanne puts a lot of work into the sisterhood sessions. We have those, and I think we have one coming up as well.
Yes.
But it's a way for the girls to connect on the team in a different level, as not being on the court, but also being off the court and being able to connect with one another when we're not at school necessarily. So I think that's a great thing for us.
Well, that will be all for today. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day and joining me. I am Zion Palmieri, and I'm here with
Skylar Baldwin,
Gabrielle James,
and Chloe Jones.
And this was the halftime show on the
Are you constantly bored and tired on your way to school or work? Then you should tune into the Arabian Roundup. With your hosts Kennedy Quinn and Bella Myers, your morning will never be dull. The Arabian Roundup is from 5 to 7 a.m. Tuesday through Friday. But wait, you can't forget about the Arabian Stampede. You can tune to the Arabian Stampede while waiting to get out of the parking lot after school, on your way to work, and so on. You can catch your hosts Gracie Wolf, Samuel Duffer, and Layla Reef every Tuesday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Get something fun out of your day with our WEEM shows.
Getting more comfortable in the paint, but for Casey Warfel, We saw her kind of maybe struggle from the outside, the mid-range area, but she definitely picked up her pace. Michael, as you were saying, the Connersville Lady Spartans did have a lead at some point, but as I was kind of hinting at, I mentioned it pregame. This Connersville team does struggle against pressure, and we definitely did apply the pressure, forcing that full court press, which definitely added some stress, I guess you could say, to the ball handlers, and then led to some Casey Warfel steals as well as some other players as well. But I think Casey Warfel, she's making it kind of easy for herself out there. She's pressing up. She's one of the first two people in that press, and then she's getting the steals and just running down the court for easy layups. So I think if we keep that energy up, we do have a pretty decent lead right now. I think we're in a great spot going forward in this game.
As Pendleton Heights gets the ball coming out of the halftime break, Skylar Baldwin on the far wing with it. Kicks it back up to Jones. Kind of a weak pass there, but goes high post to Morrison. Triple team now finds Warfel. Sidestep, drive, layup. Won't fall. Rebound, Hupfer fading away. That one won't fall. Rebounds tipped out of bounds by Ada Hupfer. And one thing I want to mention about Ada, she's very lucky to have Coach Nick Rogers as her head coach. Nick Rogers, obviously a former Pendleton alum, played center here for Pendleton Heights, so I think he's definitely taken her under his wing and gotten some pointers from her. But Bennett has it on the opposite side. Poked loose by Warfel, but Bennett recovers as dumps it off to Pennington. She'll drive. Gets it to Simbach. Ball tipped off of her hand. Saves it from going out of bounds. Goes to Morrison.
Kind of just too much of a forward pass there for Connersville. Not really leading to a turnover, but I guess giving the ball to the other team. Now the Arabians have a chance on the offensive end. Casey Warfel spots up for the three. No good.
Yeah, won't fall. Rebound Pennington. Addison Jones gets it. She has it on the wing, goes top of the key for Bennett. Now over to Wilhelm on the opposite wing. Drives, kicks it back out. Simbach just inside the three-point line. Her shot won't fall. Gets her own rebound. That shot blocked by Hupfer, but they say a foul. So that'll be, I believe, Hupfer's third, team's first. So Simbach will go back to the line for two.
Yeah, Ada Hupfer, being 6'3", definitely, most of the time at least, one of the tallest players on the court. So most of the time, as these shorter, I guess you could say, shorter than her, shorter players drive into the paint, they're most likely going to get the foul call just because, Ada Hupfer is 6'3". She's going to get blocks most of the time, and I guess the ref's got to give it to the offensive end sometimes.
Yeah, Simbach missed the first and misses both. Goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Hupfer gets the rebound, though. Skylar Baldwin goes to Casey Warfel on the far wing. Crosses over to Skylar Baldwin. Into Ada Hupfer. Spin move. Fades. Shot's no good, but a foul. Foul goes on Pennington. That'll be her third. It's team's first. So this will be Ada's first trip to the line in this contest.
Yeah, Michael, as I was mentioning, as that first one goes in for Ada Hupfer, just when we got back from the half, I was saying, Ada Hupfer in the paint, she's using her moves, and they're on that possession. She did a little head fake to the left side and, spun back to the right side. Obviously not hitting the shot, but getting herself to the free throw line. And Ada Hupfer, as we know her, she is a pretty good free throw shooter as she makes the second one as well. So Ada Hupfer, I said it before, she's really getting comfortable in that paint down there, and I think in the future years to come, we could see maybe even some more development, as you were saying, with Coach Rogers right by her side.
Skylar Baldwin will take a seat, and Aubrey Warfel came in during the free throw by Hupfer. She did make both. So she's now up to 14 on the evening as the ball's loose. As Pennington comes away with it for Connersville. Wilhelm, wing three on the near side. Won't fall. Rebound Simbach. Working on Morrison. Her layup won't fall. Rebound for Hupfer. As Casey Warfel with it. Her layup. Double clutch won't fall. Rebound by Bennett. As Bennett's shot won't fall. Fouled by Morrison, I believe, on the way up. So she'll go to line for at least two. Yeah, foul goes on Morrison. That'll be her third, team's second. So, two girls in foul trouble for Pendleton Heights. That's Morrison and Hupfer. Bennett, no points here in this contest. Misses that one.
Yeah, but Michael, as you were mentioning, Michaela Morrison, I guess you could say she's in a little bit of foul trouble. She does have 2 fouls here, I believe, maybe 3, Michael. 3 fouls. So, yeah, Michaela Morrison, she's usually our hostile defender. She's usually guarding either the tallest player or maybe even the fastest at some of the time. So I guess you could say most of the games, I guess she can get into foul trouble sometimes, but that may not be a bad thing.
As Bennett gets a steal from Casey Warfel. As Pennington on the other end, pump fakes, gets Warfel to jump and puts in the layup, so she's up to 6. As Bennett did make her second free throw, she's now up to 1 point on the evening. As Pennington the steal up ahead, as both the Warfel sisters right there fouled on the way up for Pennington. They say it will go on the younger of the two, Aubrey Warfel. That'll be her first, team's third. Pennington a little slow to get up, but she'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Serenity Pennington being the leading scorer for these Connersville Lady Spartans. You really don't want her to be shaken up, but Michael, as you were saying, both the Warfels there on the foul. I guess you could say they only gave it to one, but both of them solid defense. I guess just crashing into the offensive player a little bit too hard, but sending her to the line now.
Yeah, she's 53% from the free throw line on the season.
Yeah,
makes that one. She's up to 7 now. She's averaging 15 points per game.
Yeah.
So having a very good season for her as only a sophomore. As that one bounces around but won't fall. Rebound the 6'3" Hupfer. As Aubrey Warfel goes to Olivia Jones on the near side wing. She works her way over to top of the key. Casey Warfel mid-range jumper won't fall. Rebound Ada Hupfer spin layup. No contest as she gets that one to fall. Up to 16 now here this evening.
Yeah, and there we go again. Just another post-spin move there by Ada Hupford, leading her to the easy 2 points down there in the paint.
As Wilhelm has it on the near side wing. Goes to Simbach on top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Finds Wilhelm. She'll drive baseline. Layup. Won't fall. Rebound Hupfer. 4:21 left here in the third. 38-21. Pendleton Heights leads by 17 as the pass inside to Hupfer, stolen by Pennington. As she now has it in the post and blocked by Casey Warfel.
Yeah, she just got that ball out of there.
As Lucas will come in for Wilhelm. I mean, you want to say it with more energy, or?
I mean, maybe just a little bit.
Jones gets the inbound from Bennett. Goes to Pennington, top of the key. Finds Lucas. Foul called on Warfel. It's Casey Warfel. That'll be her first. Team's fourth.
Yeah, Michael, we're back to that last play. Honestly, just from all the Lady Arabian games I've watched, that's definitely the biggest block I've seen so far. So good defensive effort there by Casey Warfel. Unfortunately, on the next play, she did get the foul, but we'll see what the defense can do here on this possession.
As Jones with it in the corner, off the pass from Pennington. As set up for 3, goes to Lucas in the corner. Kenna Lucas trying to spin around Hupfer as Hupfer got a piece of it. As Simbach the rebound, fouled on her way up, so the shot won't fall. Foul goes on Perry. That'll be her first, team's 5th. So they'll go into the quarterly bonus with that one. That'll be the 5th team. Simbach makes that one. As she's now 6. As Roberts comes in for Aubrey Warfel. As the second one by Simbach will fall. She's up to 7 now on the evening.
Yeah, Michael, but something I don't think we can forget to mention. As we're stepping deeper into this third quarter, we've seen really good defensive effort, but actually, never mind. There we go. Casey Warfel drops a 3.
trying to steal my thunder now?
Yeah, well, yeah, I actually am.
Well, okay, and you know what? As Warfel the steal from
There we
Pendleton.
go.
And just making it look easy out here. Casey Warfel now up to 20. But that made layup off the steal.
Yeah, as I was just going to say, before that Casey Warfel 3, I was about to say we haven't seen too many offensive plays here, but now we're just kind of seeing a little bit of a spark. 5 points in less than 10 seconds, as I were just about to say something about it. But
Simbach tried to make a move on Hupfer, but stopped. Pennington Bennett hop step. Her shot falls, so she's now up to 3. That's her first make from the field in the contest.
yeah, Michael, I mentioned that exact shot in the pregame. Anaya Bennett, the sophomore guard, she does like that mid-range jumper. She's only hit it once today, but expecting to see it, at least maybe a couple more times here.
And timeout by Coach Rogers. We're going to take it with them. 43-25. Pendleton Heights leads Connersville with 2:42 left here in the third on the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
This present 91.7 WEEM is looking for advertisers for our video sports streaming. Be a part of the Arabian Sports Network's video broadcasting, bringing football as well as boys and girls basketball to the Pendleton community and beyond. Averaging over 100 views in the first year, WEEM's video streaming will only grow. And here's your chance to get in on the ground floor. For more information, contact Christian Harmon and become a part of the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court, as Pendleton Heights will have the ball coming out of the timeout break. As Olivia Jones has it on the far sideline. As she'll drive. Fouled on her pass attempt out. Now it goes on Simbach. That'll be her first in the contest. Team second of the quarter.
Yeah, Olivia Jones there was waiting as she got the ball passed to her on that left wing. She was being patient trying to drive in, but unfortunately just got fouled there on the pass.
As Casey Warfel drives, layup won't fall. Rebound, Hupfer. It's good. Ada Hupfer up to 18, I believe. Yep, that's 18.
Yeah, Michael, Ada Hupfer really making herself known in this one. She's dominating that paint tonight.
As Bennett's shot won't fall. Rebound, Ada Hupfer up ahead to Casey Warfel. As that one's good for Casey Warfel, up to 22. 47-25 now. 2:02 left here in the third. Pennington with it on the wing, defended by Trout. Goes into Simbach, trying to work on Hupfer. Scoop layup. It's good. Simbach. She's up to 9.
Yeah, good move there. Didn't really find her opportunity going straight up toward the basket. Used her 2 steps to get underneath the basket there for that scoop reverse layup down in for the easy 2 points.
Roberts, the deep 3 won't fall. Rebound, Bennett up ahead to Pennington. As her layup falls, she's up to 9. As Roberts now crosses the timeline, goes to Olivia Jones on the wing. Back to Roberts, into the post for Hupfer. Working on Simbach, her layup won't fall. Rebound, Lucas. As Addison Jones up the court quick, stops, mid-range, 3-point shot from the wing, stolen by Jones and Simbach, as her layup was wide open but missed it. Somehow gets it to Roberts. Casey Warfel airballs a 3. Rebound, Bennett. And Casey Warfel steals the ball, trying to get it to Trout. Stolen by Simbach. And some sloppy play by both teams here. 43 seconds left here in the third. 47-29 left here in the third. 22-point lead for Pendleton Heights over Connersville. We're going to take a quick break here on the Arabian Sports Network. 91.7 WEEM.
91.7 WEEM delivers the best variety of songs, news, and is student-run. We produce imaging pieces, live broadcasts, content, podcasts, and more. Our students work hard every day to improve our station. You can support our station by following us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to also tune into the radio, 91.7 WEEN, on air, online, and on demand.
Conditioning.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School as Connersville will get the ball coming out of the break. Jones crosses the timeline, defended by Trout closely. Gets a screen from Lucas. Drives, kicks it out. Watkins stripped away by Casey Warfel. Bennett giving good pressure. Hop step, layup blocked. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. 24 with that make.
Yeah, Casey Warfel's signature move, Michael. Definitely that hop step in toward the paint. There, looks like a foul somewhere.
As referee given the bench warning. A bench warning to Coach Williams of Connersville. So Connersville will retain possession here. They'll just have to inbound it. Bennett to inbound. Goes to Watkins. Good contest there from Olivia Jones. Goes to Bennett. Defended by Warfel. Gets it to Jones. As Casey Warfel, another steal. As that layup, will it count? As they say the basket will count, so that'll put her up to 26 on the evening. Your score after three, 51-29. Pendleton Heights leads going into the fourth. We're going to take a quick break, then the fourth quarter on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
In high school sports,
some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
in what we believe in, like learning, like character, like integrity. If you support the mission of high school sports and the life lessons they teach, then buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events. Join us in being a champion of high school sports.
This is what we do. This is what we believe. This is your IHSAA.
Back to Lady Arabian basketball on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
We welcome you back here to Pendleton Heights High School's Joe Buck Court on this great night for Lady Arabian basketball. It's senior night here, Pendleton Heights. I forgot to mention that for a while, but we're here in the start of the fourth quarter. 51-29, Pendleton Heights leads Connersville. Pennington with it in the near far corner. Up to Bennett on the far wing. Cross court to the near wing for Jones. Thought about a three. Goes to Bennett, top of the key. She works her way over to the wing. Now to Pennington in the corner. Back to Bennett. Into Watkins high post. Now to Jones. Low wing three. It's good. Addison Jones. She's up to 9 with that make.
Yeah, Michael, something to mention as well. All 9 of her points here tonight coming from the three-point line.
As Olivia Jones with it, steps in, mid-range jumper, won't fall. Rebound Casey Warfel, puts it up and in. She's got 28. Looking for another 30-point performance here for Casey. As Bennett gets it. Drives over to the far wing, hands it off to Pennington. She's now at the top of the key. Casey Warfel, good defense. Near steal there. Tries to get it to Jones, tipped out by Michaela Morrison. As it'll be Connersville ball still. As Simbach will come in for Lucas. 6:56 left here in the fourth. 53-32. Pendleton Heights still leads. Jones with it, top of the key. Now to the far wing for Pennington. Now to Watkins. Back up to the top of the key for Jones. Pennington. Now near wing for Bennett. Now to Jones. Back to Bennett. Sets up three. As it'll be out of bounds. They say it touched the top of the scoreboard. So will be a turnover in Pendleton Heights ball.
Yeah, for Anaya Bennett, on the year she is averaging 11.3 points, 24% from the three-point line, but just can't get it going tonight.
As Hupfer calls for it in the post. Goes to do her usual stuff, but dribbles it off her foot. Highest scoring game for her this evening, 18, and looking to break 20, I believe.
Yeah, just a simple mistake there for Ada Hupfer on the other end. She's been doing that move all night.
Bennett drives, tried to gather for a layup, fouled. Foul goes on Warfel, Casey Warfel. That's her second, team's first. So Bennett was in that shooting motion, so she'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, Michael Anaya Bennett shooting 47% from the free throw line this year. Misses the first one, and I believe she's missed a couple more on the night as well. So not having too good of a shooting performance here tonight, but hopefully for her, she can get it going.
Held 8 points under, now 7 points underneath her average with that make, up to 4 on the evening. 6-10 in the fourth. 53-33, 20-point lead for Pendleton Heights. As Warfel with it, crosses to the near wing for Jones. Feeds it into Michaela Morrison. Fouled. I believe that one will be on Bennett. Yep, it is.
Yep.
So that'll be her first of the game. Team's for first of the quarter. As Wilhelm will come in for Taylor Watkins. As Morrison to inbound the ball for Pendleton Heights. As she goes to Olivia Jones on the near wing. 3. Too strong. Rebound Wilhelm. Tied up by Casey Warfel. They say a jump ball. And will be Pendleton Heights ball. Good heads-up play there by Casey Warfel.
Yeah, battle for the ball there, Casey Warfel. Luckily for her and her team, getting her hands on that ball.
Jones lobs it into Warfel. Airballs it. I guess you could say a pass to Olivia Jones because Olivia Jones got the rebound. It puts the shot back up in. She's up to 6. Did we credit her with an assist there?
I say just for the stat line, you could. Mike.
For the stat line. Do it for the stats. As Anaya Bennett on the other end dumps it off to Sembach. Her shot, it's good. Haley Sembach up to 11.
Yeah, Sembach on the year averaging 8.5 as well.
Broke her average.
Yeah, 40% field goal percent shooter as well.
It's Casey Warfel on the other end. Quickly responds with the 2 of her own. Up to 30 now for Warfel.
Yet again, another high-scoring game here for Casey Warfel.
6th 30-plus point performance on the year for her. As that pass is tipped. Nearly stolen by Warfel once again. As tries to steal it from Bennett. Bennett's shot won't fall. Rebound, Olivia Jones. As Baldwin with it. Crosses the timeline. As Hupfer wants it. Skylar Baldwin, the jumper. A little too strong. Rebound, Hupfer. Shot won't fall. Ball goes out of bounds. Say will be Connersville ball as Casey Warfel will take a seat and Mamie Trout will come in. I believe Rogers might be pulling Warfel for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
She does have 30 points, so.
Seemed to take her arm sleeve off there on the bench, so Michael, I think you could be right, but as you said, 30 points, so definitely a successful night.
As Pennington with it. Finds Jones. Dumps it off to Sembach. Has to fall on the ball. Finds Pennington in the corner. Back up to the wing for Jones. Far wing, that is. Near corner for Wilhelm. As Bennett gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, there we go. Michael, as I was saying earlier, Nia Bennett, pretty good shooter. Michael, as you see her form there, definitely very smooth.
As Olivia Jones to Trout in the corner, the far corner. Back up to the top of the key for Jones. Feeds it to Ada in the high post. Back to Jones. Now to Baldwin on the wing. Tries to feed it into Morrison. Morrison tried to save it out of bounds. They say her foot was out, so it'll be Connersville ball.
Yeah, good look there. Trying to get the ball inside to Michaela Morrison, but yet again for the Arabians, that pass was just a little bit too late. I'm going to try on the offensive side now. On the defensive side, the three goes up, Michael.
Yeah, that one won't fall. It was Addison Jones with the three as Mamie Trout up ahead. Has tried to dump it off to Michaela Morrison. Just too strong of a pass. Will be another turnover as Chloe Jones makes her return for Skylar Baldwin. Chloe Jones has not started out the game for Pendleton Heights. It's not gotten back in since the first quarter. So Addison Jones to bring the ball up for Connersville. Goes to Bennett on the far wing. Hands it off to Pennington. Back to Bennett. Into Sembach. Good defense there from Hupfer. Shots up, won't fall. Rebound, Wilhelm. Goes to Jones. Now to Pennington. Takes a three. Won't fall. Rebound, Chloe Jones to Mamie Trout as her layup fouled by Bennett. That'll be her second, team's second. So Mamie Trout will go to the line for two.
Yeah, Mamie Trout, Michael, on the year she is shooting 83% from the free throw line. Definitely a very solid number. But hopefully the announcer jinx doesn't get to her here. But we'll see.
It doesn't.
Yeah, there we go. That first one drops.
Yeah, she's up to 4. Hey, I was the one that jinxed her from 100% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
So I've jinxed so many people this year. I'm so used to it. So
got to do it though. It's part of the job.
No, you can't. No, you don't have to do it. It just comes with the job.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the curse. But she makes both, so she's now up to 5. I believe Perry came in for Morrison during the free throws.
It's like
maybe telling her to tie her shoe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Possibly something.
Yeah.
Oh, tape on her shoe. Oh, now she's retying her shoe. And Bennett retying her shoe now.
Yeah, interesting sequence there for sure, but...
Do we call it a sequence?
I guess you could.
I guess. Yeah, 59-38, 3:01 left here in the fourth, by the way. 21-point lead for Pendleton Heights. Bennett with it on the near side wing. Goes to Jones, top of the key. Now to Pennington on the far wing. Top of the key now. Now it's Wilhelm near wing. Corner, Jones, 3. Won't fall. Rebounds tipped out of bounds. They say last touch by Sembach. Will be Pendleton Heights' ball. Chloe Jones to inbound to Olivia Jones.
Yeah, Michael, defensively, we're just seeing it again here. The Lady Arabians now back in their 3-2 press. 3 defenders up on the top of the key and 2 down below defending that paint.
And Ada Hupfer breaks 20 with that make. Her first 20-point game of the season of her freshman year and her varsity career.
Yeah.
As Bennett drives. Fouled on the way up. So she'll go to line for 2, but foul goes on Trout. In her second. Team's second.
Yeah, Nia Bennett, even though she's only up to 7 points tonight, averaging 11, she's definitely got that swagger to her. You can tell that she's just comfortable playing in the position that she does. She does very well. I'd say she gets to the basket pretty well. She's been in the free throw line a bunch of times today, just unfortunately for her.
Can't make the shot.
Yeah, can't really knock them down, but...
Baldwin checks back in for Olivia Jones as Bennett gets the second one to fall, up to 8 now. Baldwin crosses the timeline. Crosses over, finds Trout on the far wing. Back to Baldwin, now to Chloe Jones. Perry on the corner. Tried to get it into Hupfer, stolen by Pennington. On a fast break. Dumps it off to Bennett. Now to Addison Jones. Now to Bennett on the near wing. To Addison Jones, top of the key. Back to Bennett. Spots up for a 3. Cashes it home. She's now up to 11 with that make. Pretty much her average. I mean, she's got a 11.3, so, yeah. I mean, you can't.
Something to point out about that defensive press, though. Actually, I think we'll give that a second.
Yeah, Coach Rogers calls a timeout. Full timeout for Pendleton Heights. We'll take it with them. 1:36 left here in the fourth. 61-42. Pendleton Heights leads Connersville by, I believe, 19. So we'll take that break here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
Hey, how are you doing today? Thanks for doing this interview today. We're going to go into the production room. Go ahead and sit down. This won't take long, just a few questions. Ready? Welcome to Wing Weekly. I'm your host, Emily Pulley, and today we have the mascot with us. So starting off today, what animal are you? You're not really answering my questions, but let's keep going. Do you enjoy being the mascot? Are you even going to be able to answer any of my questions? What's the point of this interview anyway? Get out.
Along with Perry and Trout in the game.
Yeah, but we've still got some energy here for the Lady Arabians. I mean, we've got Skylar Baldwin. She's got the defensive presence. Mamie Trout with the playmaking. Bree Perry as well as the with some defense.
As Chloe Jones goes into Mamie Trout, but Trout lost the ball. As I say, the ball goes out of bounds. Touched Baldwin while she was out of bounds, so it will be Connersville ball. That's minute 32 left here in the fourth. Pendleton will pick the ball up now in the front court. As she'll cross it over to Anaya Bennett. Now to Addison Jones. Back to Bennett. And the post for Wilhelm. Fouled by Baldwin on the near steal. That'll be her second. Team's third.
Yeah, Michael. It was a good defensive effort there by Skylar Baldwin, the senior, as we were just mentioning. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much contact there on the hand rather than the ball, but it's all right. Another defensive try here for the Lady Arabians, now with only close to a minute left in this game.
As Baldwin gets the rebound off the miss from Buckner. Up ahead to Trout. As Mamie Trout spots up for a wide open three-pointer. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Chloe Jones. Back to Trout. Tipped out, they say last touch by Bennett. So it'll be Pendleton Heights ball. Chloe Jones to pass it in. 55.3 left here in the fourth. 61-42 still the score. Jones goes to Baldwin. Tipped out by Addison Jones, though, so we'll stay with Pendleton Heights.
Yeah, and Michael, I wonder with, maybe only a possession or two left, I wonder if they're going to try to get one of the seniors a score here tonight.
Yeah, Baldwin is scoreless.
Yeah.
But she only averages 3 points on the season, but still.
She's definitely she's got some energy to her, though, that she brings.
As James with it on the near wing. Loses the ball. Trout recovers it, though. Good defense there from Pennington. Back to James. In the post for Perry. Can't control it. Nearly goes out of bounds. Somehow finds Trout in the post. Mamie Trout up to 7 points now off that make.
Yeah, Mamie Trout. Michael, over the years, she's definitely, she's definitely progressed, I guess you could say.
Pennington with it on the near wing. Goes to Wilhelm in the corner. To Buckner. Now to Bennett. Anaya Bennett. Drives her way over to the far wing to Jones. Back up to Bennett. Now to Pennington. Her three. Won't fall. Rebound. Baldwin fouled. She was tripped there. 6.2 seconds left here in the fourth. Foul goes on J.C. Wilhelm. That'll be her first. Team's first. As Taylor Watkins checks in. As it'll be Pendleton Heights ball. And with 6 seconds left, I would assume they're pretty much just going to dribble out the clock.
Maybe get it. Oh, never mind.
As the ball goes out of bounds with 0.6 seconds left. As they tried to go to Gabby, just couldn't get a hold of the ball. But with 0.6 seconds left, this game will be over. Pendleton Heights comes away with the victory, 63-42 over the Connersville Lady Spartans on this beautiful senior night for Pendleton Heights. Me and Nate are going to take a quick break, but when we return, our post-game show here on the Arabian Sports Network, 91.7 WEEM.
It's Ella Batar. I've been painting for not that long. I've done art my whole life. I've always been doing drawing since I was a little girl. I have a little book at my house of like tiny little drawings from when I was a kid. So I've always been an art kid. I've always known it. But I only started painting like a year ago, my first semester of my junior year. So this painting The original thing started off, last quarter of my second semester junior year. I really wanted to do a big painting. I was like, I want to do a painting or a mural. I originally thought I'd be painting like directly on the walls, but we decided we'd make it like detachable so we can move it around or whatever. I wanted to make something that would, first of all, be inspiring and something nice to look at, something pretty, something that kind of spruces up the hallways a little bit. I chose a horse because we're Arabians, and I thought that no matter who you are, what you look like, we can all relate to this mascot that defines our school. I wanted to do kind of like a horse that represents the student body, people, us, looking out onto a vast landscape of our future, kind of expressing the idea of there's so many possibilities and so many ways that we can take ourselves. I wanted to do some pretty clouds and a decent landscape because if there's one thing that we have good in Indiana, it's our sunsets. So this mural painting has kind of been all over the place. Started off, we had to build the canvas. I didn't build the canvas, or like the frame for the canvas. I didn't build it. I think the construction class built it. So kind of a time crunch. We attached the canvas to the frame, primed it, everything. And then I went in and started tracing outlines, so I kind of just did an outline of the clouds and where I wanted the horizon line, which originally was like up here. I've lowered it quite a bit, and I'm gonna lower it even more, so lots to be done. To me, this mural means a way to inspire others. If there's one thing that I could get from this mural, it would be the ability to impact other people positively. And of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Like, you can interpret it however way you want to, but if it could make somebody feel happier or, just more, positive or anything, to me, that would be super meaningful. Like, if I can impact somebody else positively, if I can change somebody else's perspective on something, I think that would be the most meaningful to me.
As we are now joined here by the head coach of the girls varsity basketball team, Coach Rogers.